biggest problems with the foot foundation is that we solve a problem that most people don't even know they have. They might know that, hey, my knee hurts, or my back hurts, or my hip hurts, but they've never connected that pain to the real problem, which is how their foot is meeting the ground 10,000 times a day. Foot Foundation has been our first child. We started it back in 2000, and it's now 25 years old. The potential for this is incalculable. How many people we could help in this planet, hard to imagine. And that's our mission, is to go out and try to help people experience a life that's limitless by putting their foot in a place that it's not stopping them from doing what they will love to do. Like, so many people love to ride bikes, and at a certain point in time in their life, they realize that the knee pain that they experience when they do that thing stops them at some point. We're removing limitations from people's lives, and having a patient wife that allows you to explore and build and iterate and change and evolve has created where we are today. Basically, Foot Foundation developed the world's very first tape measure for pronation and supination. Pronation is how the foot collapses in. Supination is how the foot rolls back out. It's really important to me that the world knows that pronation is a structural collapsing of the tripod of your foot, and that all supination is a muscular response to that. And so balance is a constant cycling back and forth from pronation to supination, and that really, the more you pronate, the more you supinate. So a lot of times I'll be talking to people about what I do, and I say, oh, I fix pronation, and they're like, well, I supinate. I'm like, yes, everybody pronates and everybody supinates. How your feet meet the street impacts your body 10,000 times a day if you're not athletic. And then if you add, I'm an athlete on top of that, maybe it's 20,000 times a day, right? So that ripple effect of how you meet the world is measurable, and we can intervene on behalf of your foot in a way that will put your foot in a place that will reduce muscle tension and fatigue and joint wear and tear. Basically, we've come up with a way to measure pronation dynamically, right? And the first step to that is recognizing that the only time you get useful data is when you're on one foot. Being two-footed is a no-win situation. So as soon as we get people on one foot, we start to see movements in the structure. We start to see in a knee flex, we start to see symptoms of rotation that become obvious. And we use the changes in the angle to direct the knee flexion movements. We also use a medial lateral movement pattern to try to predict symmetry in movement, accessibility to both sides of the foot. And we watch muscle activity to try to determine when the bones are in the right place. The difference between what the traditional arch supports do versus what the Foot Foundation does is arch supports are trying to push up into the middle of the arch to stop the foot from falling over, where what we do is we literally lift that arch by both ends simultaneously to readjust the position of the ankle so that the muscles can relax, right? It's a harmony of brains, bones, and muscles. And when you put the bones in the right place, the muscles let go.
Where does control come from?
Let go.
Letting go.
Letting go.
There you go.
Letting go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. You can let go. You're really not in control. You're in conflict.
Yeah.
Letting go is harmony. We have bones and brains and muscles that are all working together. So if we're not gripping with your toe, and you come onto that foot, what do you notice? Still some inside movement going on. So you were unconsciously controlling that, right?
Yeah, I looked to grab in, yeah.
Yep. And I just added a little bit more. Does that help you let go more?
Yeah, I'm trying to let go.
Okay, so trying to let go is an oxymoron.
I'm letting go.
There you go.
That seems like too much. That's
good.
That's pushing me out.
There we go. That's
yeah.
In the summertime, I work weddings. I'm a event planner, and I'm on my feet 16 hours a day, and they really help the overall fatigue.
made a footbed that sort of helped my right foot get those angles where I'm standing a little bit more centered now. My feelings through my feet, through my body are much better than they used to be, especially when I'm skiing over 100 days a year.
Found that with the footbeds, I was able, to stand in a more stacked position, I guess. I don't know the technical terms, but I was able to get from edge to edge much, much easier. And I think that made a drastic difference in my skiing.
That's been awesome for me. Definitely changing how I ski and how it's performing. It's taking the pain away. It's making me be a better skier and just have an easier time out here on the mountains.
I like to think that what we offer people in this world is hope, Like so many people that come in here just stumble in off the street having no idea what we do. They leave here hopeful that the knee pain, the ankle, the hip pain, the thing that's been constantly, chronically bothering them might have a solution, right? Because everywhere you look in the world for a solution for these non-surgical, chronic pains is a huge pile of nothing, right? There's just a lot of people out there selling things that really don't come close to solving the problem. And people come in here and they get on the machine and they see clearly the opportunity for change, and that's what drives this thing. So I mean, what I believe that we're providing this world is a hopeful solution to a problem that they've never found a solution to it before. And the problems are endless, right? The foot problems, the knee problems, the hip problems, the back problems. So, I mean, it sounds hokey, but it's really true. I mean, I talk to strangers all the time that are like, wow, that sounds like it could work. And so I really believe that we're offering some hope for people who are just suffering,
I can't wait to meet you and your feet.